Oh, hi there, and welcome to Seasonal Reviews. Here, as always, we discuss films with an extra emphasis on atmosphere, set design, and the general feeling it gives us. Today we're in Groningen, Netherlands. It's, as you can see, super cold, super rainy, and I personally think I chose a perfect film for this setting. Let's watch it. Seven is a 1995 film directed by David Fincher, written by Andrew Kevin Walker, and filmed by Darius Khondji. It's one of those films which from the very first opening scenes screamed dreadfulness and stress. At the time of its release, it received an Oscar nomination for Best Editing and was a critical and commercial success, establishing David Fincher as a new, promising, and fresh figure in the world of Hollywood. Seven is a psychological crime thriller about a serial killer who uses the 7 deadly sins as motives for his murders. Two detectives, David Mills, portrayed by Brad Pitt, and Lieutenant William Somerset, portrayed by Morgan Freeman, are put on the case to catch the killer. However, oppositely than in Dante's Divine Comedy, which also explores the motives of the 7 deadly sins and stands as one of the influences for the script, Seven doesn't end with a positive note. Here, the serial killer John Doe, portrayed by Kevin Spacey, succeeds in finalizing his master plan. There are 7 deaths in total, all connected to the 7 sins: gluttony, killed for being drastically overweight; greed, killed for stealing and corruption; sloth, killed for being a drug dealer and a child molester; lust, killed for being a drug addict and a prostitute; pride, killed for caring only about her physical appearance; envy, killed for wishing to live a different life; and wrath, alive by completing the cycle. I guess my apologies for spoiling the best bits of the film, but let's face it, you only had 26 years to watch the movie. No hard feelings, right? But a feeling in a film, on the other hand, has the power to filter out everything unimportant and leave us only with the essentials. Sometimes the feeling comes directly from the characters and their actions. Sometimes it comes from their dialogues and monologues, and rarely the feeling comes from the atmosphere, and that atmosphere is what makes the film click. Seven is grounded by its dark and depressing nature. It represents a city without ever actually showing anything beyond the murder places, the police precinct, and the apartments of the main characters. Ambiguity is a key element in Seven, as Fincher never reveals more than he should. The killings are never shown on screen, but always implied. It's the suggested horror that makes Seven so intense. It lets the audience imagine how these horrific acts of murder happen, instead of filling the gaps with the actual images. We always hear the echoes of distress sirens, people fighting and shouting in the streets. We can even go as far as to state that Seven creates a world similar to a well-known Gotham City from the DC universe, where crime and corruption is everyone's second nature. Instead of Batman, however, we are stuck with 2 detectives, who like us are just trying to figure the next step. In the exterior shots, sky is always grey, there is always constant rain, which seems to perfectly display the constant decay of our hopes and expectations. The interior scenes were filmed in the poorly lit rooms. Dirt, rot, and pollution dominated the scenery. Fincher brilliantly expands on the idea of stress and dreadfulness by imaginatively utilizing mise-en-scène to present us the feeling of misery. It's an emotion which lingers throughout the entire film and even stays long after the credits roll.
What's in the box? What's in the fucking box?
Give me the gun.
He just told you. You lie! You're a fucking liar!
In Seven, the atmosphere is crafted as a character, which if displayed differently would make the film fall short in what is, in my opinion, one of the best films Fincher ever created. It's dark, it's depressing, it's mysterious, and it makes you simply feel. Feel sorry, feel angry, but it makes you feel. I hope guys you enjoyed the review of 7. My name is Rokas Stepanavicius, and see you in the next seasonal reviews.